Hello traders and welcome to Trading with Bill. My website is tradingwithbill.com. Please come and visit and check it out. Nothing big, but as all my videos, if you go to my video channel link, it'll be to all my YouTube videos that I've done, and there's a lot on there. So if you missed yesterday's, you can always go back and check it out. Traders, great to be with you. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. It's coming on 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and absolutely beautiful outside. Nice cool breeze, sun is out, and white-capped waters. Absolutely beautiful. Traders, great to be with you today. Today is August 19th, 2015, and you can follow me on Twitter at WKG1960. Remember, traders, we're here to helping losing traders become winning traders. As a group, I can't do it alone. Need everybody's impact. Everybody's comments, good or bad. It's always good to put it in there. This way, make this video helpful to everybody every single day. As I don't get paid for this. This is something I do for free to give back from what was given to me. All right, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gildy. I'm your moderator. Oh, well, I am William, and they do call me Bill. And and yes, I am your moderator. So I started in trading Forex in 2006, 2008. I retired from a 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Came to Thailand for 3 months. Well, 8 years later, traders, I'm still in Thailand and absolutely loving it. I trade Forex and options every single day. I'm in the markets. I'm listening to technicals. I'm looking at fundamentals. I actually pay for a news feed, so I don't miss much that's going on in the markets. I'm always looking for opportunities and probabilities so the trade will be beneficial on my side. And my thing is get break even as soon as possible and make it a free trade. That's the way I look at it. Make it a free trade. All right, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. Forex and options trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex and options markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Today's commentary, well, the markets closed in the red yesterday, both in the Eurozone and the U.S., so it's going to be interesting to see how today happens. I think we have a good trading week away. Today, I think it's going to be very, very slow until we get those FOMC minutes that come out at 1400 Eastern Standard Time, which is later in the trading day. No, I will not be in front of my charts. That is 1 a.m. in the morning for me, so I won't be around. But I think the markets are really going to slow down until we get that data. So I think London and the beginning of New York is going to be pretty boring, to be honest with you, unfortunately. But that's the way it is. But looks like a good trading week. Got some major, most of today is all about Forex charts. But however, first I'd like to bring up our options that we have that are still running. And let's take a look at how we're doing. So here's our option position statement. And if we want to take a look at this is our P&L open. Basically, we're up $20 on Apple. We're up $10 on IBM. If you remember yesterday, we were negative like $28. So we're back up on that. LinkedIn is up $39. We took a hit on that. That made a move to the opposite side. So we took a little bit of a hit on that. And I'm glad to see that TLT has finally come into the positive, which is great. Now, it's only Wednesday, and we have a full trading day ahead in the New York session, so we have a long way to go. And this can change, but I just like to bring you up to date on what is going on. Now, tomorrow, being Thursday, I should have my list prepared and charts prepared to show you our new trades for the next 8 days. Because remember, we're trading weeklies, and we're trying to get weekly income. Now, some of them go out more than a week. Just depends on what the chart looks like. And I'll have that for you tomorrow for this video. All right, let's head over to the Euro. Take a look at the Euro. Not much going on, folks. I had to really dig deep to find stuff to talk about today. So not much is happening. This is the daily chart. the euro is still bearish, folks. We do have a blue candle today. You can see that these yellow lines on my chart, those are 1 hour lines. My charts are coded, color-coded for horizontal lines and trend lines, so I know where they came from. So that's 1 hour chart. We have a blue candle today, so we'll see what happens on that. So the euro has a blue candle, but hopefully that'll come back down. However, we do have, I think it's CPI, and then we have the FOMC, and I think FOMC is going to rule the roost, to tell you the truth. And I don't think nothing's going to happen until those minutes are released. Let's take a look at this is a 60-minute chart of the euro dollar. And one thing that concerned me was, I fibbed this, and I'm okay with the fib with the 23.6. That's great. But look at this. We are at a doji, and we're at the 200 exponential moving average. I'd really like to see this come down below this 200, and I want to short this. I want to short this and get out before London lunch. So just so happens, if you go down to a lower time frame, which I did, and I have it for you, this is a 30-minute euro chart. And look at this. We have two dojis, and we're hanging out below the 200 exponential moving average, which is fine with me. However, I just glanced over at the dollar chart, and we are seeing a red candle, which I don't want to see now. I need dollar strength now, because I'd like to see this go to the downside. All right, let's move over to the pound. I haven't talked about the pound. The pound is bullish. This is a daily chart. It's above the 200 exponential moving average. Remember that these gray lines are daily lines. So if you see gray lines on any of my charts, those are daily charts. So I've put some trend lines in here from before and at past and present, and it looks like it's continuing to the upside. Let's take a look at a 30-minute chart. So this is a 30-minute chart, and our color is green. You can see I put a channel in here, and this is broken out of this channel, and it's just taken off. So what I did was I fibbed this, and we did get the pullback, and now it's heading back up to the upside. The important part of this chart, though, is we have this daily trend line here, and we'll see if we're going to take an entry on that or not. I'm not looking to enter anything. Today being where we're at with these FOMC minutes, I think volatility is going to be really, really slow. I don't know. I just don't see anything happening today. I think it's going to be a pretty quiet day today. Just so I know that you probably noticed that there's an indicator on my chart, and I told you I don't trade with indicators. However, I do put RSI on my charts, and they're not for lower time frame. I use my RSI indicator only for 4-hour charts and above, so the 4-hour and the daily, because I really don't look at the weeklies or monthlies. I use the 4 hours and the dailies, and that's where I use my RSI indicator. So I use the same chart, and I just change time frames. So that's why you're seeing the RSI indicator on the bottom of the chart. But I don't use them on a 30-minute chart. All right, let's take a look at the Loonie. This is the CAD. This is a pretty interesting channel I put in today. And you can see the channel that's in there. It hit the channel, the top of the channel, and just took its way down. So I'm kind of curious to see if this gets past there. It actually went through a daily trend line last hour. Basically, the open of London, this just went right through that daily. So I'm kind of curious to see if this pulls back up and retests this trend line, or is this just going to continue down to the downside? This is only a 30-minute chart, so this is pretty, this doesn't have a lot of pips in here, but it's interesting to watch price action. I mean, that's what this education really is all about. It's all about price action. I mean, we trade price action, and that's really what's really important. And that's what this is all about, getting our price action correct. For those of you who might not know, I do have other EMAs on my charts. You all know that the green one is the 200 exponential moving average. I've had them on my charts forever. The blue one is the 55 exponential moving average, and the dashed dotted line is a 21 exponential moving average. So I do have a couple of moving averages on my charts, and so that's what's going on with that. All right, that wraps up. Wow, short video today, not too long today. I'd like to thank you for joining me on a Wednesday, Hump Day, August 19th, 2015. This is today's daily video, and if you would go to my website, tradingwithbill.com, check it out. I do a currency pair analysis every day that is on the website. You can also go to my video channel, which will bring you to my YouTube channel, and you can watch other videos that I've done. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. No, I'm not going to get no awards or $200 when I get 1 million people on there. But it's nice to see that people are all watching. All right, traders, until tomorrow, have a great trading day. Always remember to trade smart and not hard, and we'll catch you later. Take care, traders. Bye-bye.